What? Seriously. You thought I was, like, just gonna cry and then I was gonna, like, go away? Dumbasses.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo,
I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better. See, I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet
cause I
next
don't
to
give
me.
a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta
Cause I
struggle
don't
through
give
the
a fuck
sewer.
what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Fuck yeah. I'm back. You listening? Yeah. God, I'm so tired of looking at queers and fags and shit. Whoa, where the hell are we? There I am. Hey! Fucking A. Fuck that depression shit. I'm tired of crying. It's fucking great to be back. You can call me manic if you want to. I don't give a shit. I feel better, right? I got on yesterday, man. I did this show and I went, holy shit. I felt terrible, man. And it was the truth, man. I was down, right? Man, I was down. I was low, right? And what happened? God just picked me right the hell up, man. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. Yep. You know that part in the Bible where it talks about that the Holy Spirit, right? He's going to take our groans, right? Those unintelligible groans, you know, you saw those, right? Those ones that I had. Yeah. He turns them into prayers. Yeah, check that shit out. It's biblical. He does, right? Cleans them all up, man. Hands them right to God and says, yeah, Tim's crashing. He needs some help. No shit. No fucking shit. Okay? Holy crap, man. I got to tell you, right? That's why the party lights are on, right? Man, come on now. This is What? I don't even know what to fucking call this. Okay? I have never in my life failed up in my life, right? What the shit is going on? Right? This can only be explained by God. And these are the most awesome miracles, okay? Right? So you saw the show, right? I'm like right? I'm hurting, right? Because everything, shit that I was put in charge of, what I'm a steward of, right? I messed it up, right? Real bad, right? And that's what hurts me, man, in the end, when it comes down to it, man, when I grieve the Holy Spirit. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? You know when this happens, right? You know when this happens. It happens deep inside of you. And so I was low, right? So I just didn't know what to do, right? So what I did was I went into my default mode, right? And I smoke them up, drink them up, right? I failed, right? I fell, I crashed, and and so God, like, this is not the first time in my life this has happened, right? This is not the first time, but this is one of the most clearly, obviously, interventionist areas of my life where God has just yeah. I had one day, man, years ago. I remember I was going to trying to redefine myself, tearing down barns. A lot of money in the silvered wood on the outside, right? A lot of money, real good money. But already I was like, 50 something, and yeah, it wasn't working so good. So I'm busting my ass trying to do this, and I remember one day I went to the place at the corner, Darren Seamart, the convenience store, and my card was declined, and I remember this lady behind me. She said, just put it on mine, and I just went, what? And I mean, I looked at this lady, and I burst into tears, right? And I looked at her, and I said, I can assure you that I will pay it forward. And I went and I busted my ass on this job. And ultimately, it didn't end up to be a career, but God said, keep going. I got your 6, okay? And so what did I do? I got drunk on Sunday, and I just said fuck it, and I drank, and and so when I drank, okay, I tend to be very communicative. So I lost all my friends. So, sorry. Fucking smoking. So yeah, I got over communicative, and I poured my heart out to this client, right? And I said, oh, Jesus Christ. I said, I just fucked up. He wrote me, and he's like, good news, we're gonna get the book published this week. And I'm like, yeah, fucking great. My life is falling apart. You can figure out the rest of it, right? And so, I sent him some long diatribe about how my wife is sick and all this shit, and I'm like going, oh man, fuck it, whatever. I'm just going for it, right? And so I start sending him songs, and that's when I'm really over the hill, man, because I start communicating in music, right? And so I start sending these songs, and I happen to be very low, and so I went to Jesus, because that's where I go, and I went to some church services that I attended many years ago, and there was some music, and I don't know what it is with God, right? But he favors me sometimes with music that cannot be reproduced at any other time and made to be there was music produced at this church, right, that was good. It's all good. It's always good. But when we were there, It was, wow. Okay. Excuse me. If you've never heard It Is Well With My Soul, sung by like 500 men, right? And then the women part's broken out. Anyway. Foretaste of glory divine, as they say. So like this stuff just means a lot to me. It just does. And there's this one song I wanna play for you. I was gonna play some stuff today, and there's this guy going like viral, right? This ginger guy. Look him up. Most popular video overnight. Something. Look him up. Yeah, this song is like amazing, right? It is like this old soul, and he sung this song about how just like the government's treating us like shit, and it just captures it, man. Just the essence of it, and so he sang this song, and I like music, just really a big deal to me. So I started sending songs to this guy, and then I got drunk, and I went to bed, and I didn't do shit all day. I said, fuck it. If I'm going to take the day off, I'm just take the day off, right? I'm just fuck it. And so I did. And I went to bed, and I tossed, and I turned, and I felt like shit. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I said, oh, fuck, we just, blew it. And, I'm supposed to be the one who's, biblically speaking, I'm the gatekeeper here, right? And I was opportunistic and somewhat, and I said, let's just fuck it, let's just do it. So we went and we did it, and I took the whole day off, fucked off, and you saw the results of part of that. And so I went to bed, and I woke up and I said, well, I don't know what the hell's going on, right? But you know what? At least I bared my soul, I guess. And I guess sometimes that's necessary, right? I did it to you, and whoever else is going to watch this. And for all I know, the client may have watched my video. I don't know. He does know that that I am the truth slinger. So it's possible, it's possible he might have checked it out. So if you are watching, I already wrote you a note tonight, and I just told you that you made more of a difference in my life than possibly I don't know. I just, like I said, I've never failed upwards before. But when I woke up in the morning, the first sentence was, we have to renegotiate the terms of this contract. And I thought, oh, Jesus, here it is. It's gone, right? And he goes, here's what I propose. And he lays out this schedule that is actually quite doable. And I had become, overwhelmed. And the way I can explain it is, if you know anything about electrical engineering, you know what a relay is. And when a relay chatters, it's like in this in-between part. It won't lock in. It won't do its thing, right? And so that's where I was at, right? I was like, right? I was gone. There was just nothing here. And I'm sorry for that series of noises, but he says, here's how I propose to renegotiate this thing. And I read it, and what it turned out was that I make way more money than I did the night before. So he said to propose to fix the situation rather than being yelled at, which is what I am used to. Right? I don't know, my dad, previous employers, whatever, right? I got the PTSD going on, right? And I'm just like, oh God, Jesus, Lord, here he comes. He's just gonna just rip my shit, right? And he doesn't. He doesn't. He says, here's what I propose. He's like all grown up and shit. And this kid is like, he's a kid. Sorry, Joel, but he's a kid. He's like junior, right? Compared to me, right? And And so just more continuation of God's work in me, right? Um, whatever he started yesterday, whatever you witnessed that was going on, this carving out of Christ in me. Yeah, that's what it was. Very painful, but that process was necessary. And I'm baffled. I'm just baffled. I've never been treated like that. Now, I've been to churches, and I grew up, spiritually speaking, in a church, in an evangelical church. And not in a church have I ever been dealt with this way. This guy was like, took biblical discipline to an art form. And the effect it, excuse me, the effect it had on me was astonishing. Astonishing. I wrote back very little, and I said, we're in agreement, and I got to work. And my wife was a tremendous source of encouragement, which she always is. And she was a great cheerleader all day long, man, all day long. And we put down the 5 chapters that we needed to put down. Yeah. Yes. Right? And now, I've got another book that we're going to get in there. We're just going to do this, right? We're going to burn some midnight oil, and we're going to do this. And we're going to keep our mouth working well. We're going to stop drinking tomorrow because we've had our little woohoo. And look, as far as drinking is concerned, like, you're talking to a former AA member, okay? I'm being brutally fucking honest with you, okay? I am. When I started this thing, we thought about a lot of things to build a channel. We thought about a health channel. We thought about this, that, and the other thing. I said, well, shit, if I'm going to be a health channel, I got to at least be fucking honest. I've got to do what it is that I say I do, right? So here you go. Here you go. If anything, I want to be the most honest damn channel that you can find, right? Where I go, all right, man, we tried it. We did great for 3 months, and then we just fucked it up, and we ran it into the wall. Excuse me. Right? You know, but at least you fucking believe me. When I come back and I, like, hang my head down and I go, at least it's more sincere. It's worth something. It's honest. It's more than the fucking politicians give us. It's more than anybody gives us, right? When was the last time you've ever seen anybody that wasn't varnished and polished and veneered? Seriously, right? So I digresseth. So this guy was more gracious to me than any Christian I have ever run into. Now, at this point, I'm assuming he's a Christian because he said, bless you. And the book is about patriots. Now, this is all I know about the guy, except he's an MIT graduate. Brilliant. Okay, the book, wow. The book is so well written, man. And let me tell you, I've been reading shit for a while now, and it makes a huge difference. God, I can't stand reading bad books. They're terrible. They're like, I got to change them around. I got to do all sorts of, I got to do all sorts of stuff. But this book is like, I'm like on the edge of my seat, right? So anyway, the book is really cool. Anyway, just to give you a little thing, it's about patriots and traitors, and it's about this guy, this normal guy, and he just decides to go, yeah, you know what, I can't, I can't run for office, I can't do this, I can't do that. Shoot some guy, assassinate some guy, right? Because of the socialism that's coming, right? And we all know it's coming. And And so now he's going to steal a poison and, it's great. It's great. The book is great. I can't give away too much. Anyway, the book is great. It's by Joel Beasley, and it's an awesome book. It's called Patriots and Traitors. So, hey, there's my plug. And I want you to have I want you guys to listen to it when I get done. So anyway, it's an awesome book. So the cool part is I like read a chapter ahead. So I kind of like know what's going on, but I kind of don't, right? So I relate a whole lot to this guy because he's just like a normal American family guy who just decided that, man, this whole country's gone just ape shit, and I got to do something about this. And my father was a Navy SEAL, and he hates me, and he doesn't know, but it's great. Anyway, so I'm like getting excited, and I'm reading this book, and damn it if I didn't finish 5 chapters today. Yes, fucking A. A little later than I wanted to, but I did it. And so now tomorrow I'm going to wake up a little earlier, and I'm going to figure out how to get rid of my morning voice, and then I got to pack in my Turtles book on the vaccines, and I can do this. I can do this. The point is that Joel gave me back confidence today. All right. Now there are men that walk this earth. There are people that walk this earth that are angels, and I'm not big on angelology, and I don't know shit. I don't know who Joel is, right? But this guy was peculiar, right? He behaved differently. He was, biblically speaking, as they say, a peculiar person. My God, they exist. I'm not the only one. Oh. And I hope some of my listeners are too, and I think they are. I think they are. You are. You are. The mailman, you're my peeps, right? I love you. Thank you. You, oh, God. The last note you wrote, thank you. It encourages me because I realize that there is a soul listening, and that's all that matters. It's all that matters. That is all that matters. One single solitary soul. And if you haven't figured that out from reading the Bible, that the entire heaven rejoices when one soul says yes to Christ or is victorious in Christ, right? The heavens, yeah, they cheer, right? So I'm feeling a lot of cheering today. And I'm not even going to go through my, here, you know what I'll do? There, I'll give you a second view. I'm not going through my Twitter feed. Maybe tomorrow, right? Maybe if I got like 15 minutes in between reading, I think I can squeeze one in. I think I can do this. I feel like the little engine that could. Yeah. Joel, you did a good thing. You did a damn good thing, Joel. And thank you. Like a lot. I'll thank you in heaven. How about that? In glory. I'll plant a big fat kiss on you. Because that's what I think you deserve. And here it would be weird. So I won't do it here. But I had a guy named George Carlson when I was a teenager. And I was in a youth drug rehabilitation program. Surprise, surprise. And George Carlson, greasy old man, came around his extremely small desk in a very small office. Actually, it was a very big desk. It was a steel case desk in the middle of a small office. And he came around and he planted a big fat wet kiss on my face when I was like 19 years old. And it was terrifying. And it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I don't know. My life would not be an idyllic AA story. No, it definitely wouldn't. Ah, shit. but it was honest and true. It's good enough.